Alex lived in an old, broken-down apartment building on the edge of the city. The kind of place where the paint peeled off the walls, where the halls smelled of mold and old cigarettes, and where the elevator creaked like it might collapse at any second. Most nights, Alex ignored the elevator's groans. It was just background noise in his life, another reminder that the world didn't care much about him. His job was boring. His friends barely checked it anymore, and every day felt like a copy of the last. But one night, everything changed. The elevator didn't look normal anymore. Instead of the usual worn-out panel with scratched numbers, there was only one single button. No numbers, no floors, just one glowing word that pulsed faintly in the dark like it was alive. The word was simple. It said, yesterday. At first, Alex thought it was a joke. Maybe a prank. Maybe someone installed some kind of novelty button as a joke for the tenants. This dump couldn't afford upgrades, he muttered. Who'd bother putting this in here? But the glow didn't fade. It grew brighter, warmer, pulling his eyes toward it. His chest tightened, his palms grew sweaty, and though every instinct told him to walk away, his hand moved on its own. He pressed it. The elevator lurched violently, like it had fallen a few feet before catching itself. The light above flickered, buzzed, then steadied again. The ride up was quiet. Too quiet, almost like the elevator was holding its breath. When the door slid open and Alex stepped into his apartment, the world felt wrong. At first it was subtle. His coffee mug on the table was full again, steam rising from the surface. But he could have sworn, no, he knew, that he had finished it earlier. The TV was on, and there it was, the exact same sitcom episode he'd watched the night before, with the same laugh track, the same punchline. Alex's throat tightened. He pulled out his phone and checked his messages. Same texts, same missed calls, same news alerts. And then it hit him. It wasn't today anymore. It was yesterday. He didn't sleep that night. He kept checking everything. His fridge, his clothes, his schedule, and every detail confirmed impossible. The world had reset. The next morning, Alex stood in the elevator staring at that button. The word pulsed again, yesterday. He pressed it, and it worked. Again. Suddenly, life became different. Forgot his umbrella? Not anymore. Spilled coffee on his shirt? Gone. Said something awkward to his crush? Deleted, erased like it never happened. Every mistake, undone. Every embarrassment, erased. Man, Alex whispered to himself, staring at the glowing button. If life had patch notes, this would be the best update ever. But small fixes weren't enough. Soon, Alex realized he could do more. He could change things. He started buying lottery tickets, writing down numbers, testing them, rewinding, and replaying until he got it right. He played online tournaments until he perfected every single move, crushing his opponents like a god. At work, he shocked his boss by finishing his sentences before he even spoke them. "Are you reading my mind?" his boss asked one day, his voice trembling. Neighbors whispered behind doors. Some thought Alex had found religion. Others thought he had sold his soul. But Alex didn't care. His fridge was full of expensive food. His bank account overflowed. His friends cheered him on. For the first time in his life, Alex wasn't just lucky. He was unstoppable. But power always comes with shadow. One night, as Alex rode the elevator again, ready for another reset, the doors opened and someone stepped inside. A woman. Alex had never seen her before. Not in this building. Not anywhere. She looked ordinary at first glance. Black coat, calm expression, but her eyes were sharp, too sharp, like they could see right through him. She didn't press a button. She didn't even look at the panel. She just stood there, the faintest smile curling on her lips. And then she whispered, "Enjoying yesterday?" Her voice was soft, but it sliced through the silence of the elevator like glass breaking. She leaned closer, her breath cold against his ear. Careful? Tomorrow doesn't wait forever. Alex's heart skipped. He forced a nervous laugh. "Lady, it's just a normal elevator, right?" But she didn't respond. Not a word. When the doors opened on his floor, Alex rushed out, relieved. But then his stomach dropped. He wasn't in yesterday anymore. He was in today. For the first time in weeks. Alex panicked. He stabbed the button over and over, but the panel stayed dark. No glow. No reset. Hours ticked by, his desperation growing. Finally, at midnight, the button flickered again. Alex slammed it. The elevator shook. The world bent. And yesterday returned. But it wasn't the same. The world glitched. His friends repeated the same lines over and over, like broken NPCs. The laughter on the sitcom stuttered unnaturally, looping in the same spot. Crowds clapped in eerie unison, like they were programmed to. Colors dulled. Sounds warped. Reality was breaking. Alex sat alone in his luxury apartment. Trophies lining the shelves, cash stacked on the table. But outside the window, the city was frozen. Cars stuck mid-motion. Birds hovering in the air like statues. Time had stopped moving forward. Birthdays never came. Seasons never changed. The world refused to continue. And Alex realized the truth. The more he abused yesterday, the less he would ever see of tomorrow. His voice cracked as he whispered into the silence. I just wanted one more chance. From the corner of the room, a familiar voice echoed. Cold, final, and you spent it all. Alex's blood ran cold. He turned his head, but the woman wasn't there. Only her voice lingered, hanging in the air like smoke. The elevator doors in his apartment creaked shut, though he hadn't touched them. And this time they didn't open again. Alex thought yesterday was his greatest weapon, but it was his prison. Because life isn't about fixing mistakes. It's about making new memories. And if you spend all your time chasing yesterday, you'll lose tomorrow. So let me ask you, if you had a button go back to yesterday, would you click it or go ahead and learn and make memories moving forward? Please give your suggestion in the comment section. Also, please subscribe, and share.